Hello, dear students. Welcome to our online school. Let's start our English lesson. Today, we will continue to talk about space and universe. In this lesson, we're going to talk about Kazakhstan cosmonauts. Let's start with a video that will tell us why people has always been interested in space.
From the earliest times, space has drawn interest to people. In ancient times, people have watched the stars and noticed their positioning and moving. In winter, stars are at a certain location, and in summer, in another location. People used to determine seeding and harvest time by observing the stars. People have investigated the history of galaxies and the origin of the world.
From the next video, we're going to learn some facts about the first cosmonaut. Please try to remember as much information as possible. You can make some notes if you need to. Later, we will do some exercises.
The flight of the first Earth satellite vehicle was taken on October 4th, 1957, and on April 12th, 1961, from the Baikonur launching area on the Vostok spaceship, Yuri Alexeyevich Gagarin took the first cosmic flight. He observed the Earth from space for 108 minutes and successfully returned to the Earth. April 12th was marked as a day for astronauts. This day is celebrated throughout the world.
Now, you can see the picture of the Baikonur Cosmodrome. The Baikonur Cosmodrome, which is also called Torytam, is the first and the world's largest spaceport. It is located in the desert steppes of Kazakhstan, about 200 kilometers east of the Aral Sea, north of the Sirdarya River, near the train station Torytam, at an altitude of 90 meters above sea level. And here is one of the first Kazakhstan cosmonauts, Tokhtar Albakirov. Tokhtar Albakirov is a cosmonaut who was born on 27th of July in 1996 in Karaganda province, Kazakhstan. Tokhtar Albakirov spent more than 8 days in space. In 1991, Tokhtar Albakirov made a flight aboard Soyuz TM-13. He conducted experiments for Kazakhstan. Albakirov was the first Soviet citizen who went into space without actually being certified as a cosmonaut. Here is another Kazakhstan cosmonaut, Talgat Musabayev. Talgat Musabayev Amangildievich was born on 7th of January in 1951. His place of birth is Kargaly village of Jambul region in Almaty province. Talgat Musabayev is from the family of intelligentsia. He is a trilingual person. Talgat Musabayev speaks Kazakh, Russian, and English fluently. Talgat Musabayev was selected to be a cosmonaut on 11th May in 1990. He is a Kazakh test pilot and former cosmonaut who made 3 flights. In 1994, he spent 126 days in space. In 2001, a historic event took place. The first space tourists flew into space together with the crew commander Talgat Musabayev. Now, let's do the first exercise. You need to find true and false statements. Now, you have some time to do the exercise, and then we will check together. Let's check. Number 1. The Baikonur Cosmodrome, which is also called Torytam, is the first and the world's largest spaceport. Is it true or false? This is true. Great. Number 2. Tokhtar Albakirov made 3 flights. Is it true or false? This is false. Talgat Musabayev made 3 flights. Statement number 3. Talgat Musabayev is the first Kazakh man went into space without actually being certified as a cosmonaut. Is this statement true or false? It is false. The first Kazakh man went to space without actually being certified as a cosmonaut was Dr. Albert Kirov. Next statement. Another cosmodrome is located in Toritam. True or false? This statement is false. There is only one cosmodrome located in Toritam. And the last statement. Talgat Musabayev's place of birth is Kargalı village of Jambal region in Almaty province. And this is true. Great! Let's continue. In this exercise, we need to complete the sentences with the right option. Let's do it together. Number 1. For the first time, the gate to outer space was ever opened in 1958, 1957, 1961, or 1956? 1957? Yes, you are right. Next one. The astronautic day is on April the 12th, 1961, April the 12th, 1968, or April the 12th, 1957? Do you think April the 12th in 1957? No, this is wrong. The astronautic day is on April the 12th, 1961. Now it's correct. Next. Talgat Musabayev has visited the outer space for 2, 3, or 5 times. 3 times, exactly. And the last sentence. In 1994, Talgat Musabayev was in outer space 200 days, 126 days, or 128 days. 126. Well done. Great job. And the last exercise about Kazakhstan cosmonauts. Choose the right option. Question number 1. When the human first flew into space? And the right answer is on April 12, 1961. Well done. Next question. Name the first cosmonaut who has taken a space flight. And the right answer is Yuri Gagarin. Great. Next question. What is the another name for Baikonur? And the right answer is Toritam. Well done. Question number 4. Where was Dr. Albert Kirov born? And the right answer is in Karaganda province. Great. And the last question. When was Talgat Musabayev selected to be a cosmonaut? And the right answer is on May in 1990. Great job! Now, let's watch the last video for today. This video will tell us the history of the Baikonur Cosmodrome and Kazakhstan cosmonauts.
Baikonur is the first spaceport in the history of mankind, from which a series of revolutionary space breakthroughs have begun. Baikonur was founded in 1955 in the Karmakshi district of the Kizlyarda region in Kazakhstan. The world's first artificial satellite was launched from Baikonur, and the first astronaut was sent to space from this space center. Additionally, Baikonur is the place from which the world's first artificial satellites of the Sun, Moon and Venus, spacecrafts, satellite stations and meteorological space satellites were launched. Today, the city of Baikonur and the Cosmodrome itself comprise of a complex facility which was leased by the Kazakh government to the Russian Federation up until 2050. Talgat Musabayev and Tokhtar Albert were the first Kazakh astronauts who flew into space from the Baikonur Space Center. They showed strong courage, resourcefulness and high-quality skills in mission control in respect to complex space technologies. The first Kazakh astronaut, Tokhtar Albert flew into space in 1991. Tokhtar Albert was honored with the title of the Hero of the Soviet Union for the courage and resourcefulness that allowed him to land his supersonic airplane on the flight deck of the aircraft carrier in difficult weather conditions. The next Kazakh astronaut, Talgat Musabayev, flew on 3 space flights. In 1994, he spent 126 days in space. In 1998, he became a commander of the international crew. At that time, the length of their stay in space lasted for 207 days. On the 11th of April 2007, Musabayev was appointed as the head of Kazakhstan's National Space Agency, also known as Kazkosmos.
Now, let's do the last exercise. Here, we need to choose the right option to complete the text. You now have some time to read sentence number 1. So what do you think is the right option? Spaceport, artificial satellite, spacecraft, or satellite station? Spaceport, well done. Baikonur is the first spaceport in the history of mankind from which a series of revolutionary space breakthroughs have begun. Next sentence. So what is the best option to complete sentence number 2? Karaganda region, Zhezkazgan region, Aktobe region, or Kizlyarda region? Kizlyarda region, exactly. Baikonur was founded in 1955 in Karmakshi district of Kizlyarda region in Kazakhstan. Sentence number 3. Read. So what are the best options to complete sentence number 3? Number 1. The USA, the Russian Federation, China, or Japan? The Russian Federation, well done. And the second? 2020, 2050, 2055, 2030. The right answer is 2050. Baikonur was leased by the Kazakh government to the Russian Federation up until 2050. And the last sentence. Let's complete the last sentence. Talgat Musabayev, Yuri Gagarin, or Tokhtar Albert? Tokhtar Albert, great! The first Kazakh astronaut, Tokhtar Albert, flew into space in 1991. Great job! This is the end of our lesson. Today, we have learned a lot of information about Kazakhstan cosmonauts. I hope the lesson was useful and interesting. Thank you for your attention. Goodbye.